She was living in a single room with 3 other individuals. One of them was a male, and the other 2, well, the other 2 were females. God only knows what they were up to in there. And furthermore, Susan, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to learn that all 4 of them habitually smoke marijuana cigarettes. Reefers.
You don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. Cause if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again. I'm into you into me, but I can't let it go so easily. Not till I see what this could be eternity or just a week. We know our chemistry is off the chain. It's perfect now, but will it change? This ain't a yes, this ain't a no. Just do your thing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to In the Rotation, episode 11.5.5. Let's try this again.
And just for that, we have to give it this.
Unbelievable.
What the fuck?
So, the 35 of you that were listening, now hopefully you guys will see our messages and come over this time.
Fucking aggravating.
So apparently the last 10 minutes of the Shin to Chin report, nobody heard.
Yeah, and it was really good too, so there you go.
But we're back at this again. The levels seem to be going. The internet seems to be working properly.
What the fuck?
Dude, we got 10 episodes flawlessly. And we just can't. This 11th, we need to, you know what? We need to skip the 11th episode.
11 goes away, and we just go to 12. It's like we name it episode at a time. We just name the episode. We don't call it like episode 1, 2, 3, or 4, right. So no one will know.
Right, we just... Oh, God.
That and that Blink-182 song, they just don't. They don't want to hear it.
We're not allowed to play that song ever again.
They said fuck it.
All right, well, we are back here on Spreaker.com. Hopefully,
I'm half-assed deflated.
we gotta keep our eye on that level so we know that we're still on the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it from now on, where I'm gonna open that up under Safari all by itself, and then I'll Foxfire everything else on its own. So there you go. This show runs on a lot of moving parts, so I can't really. I don't know. You know what? I'm really tired of hearing this song too. So we gotta shut.
We gotta dust yourself off and try again.
I know. Well, when it's the third time we're dusting ourselves off and trying again.
Listen, if at first you don't succeed, come on, listen to Aaliyah. She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, fuck Aaliyah.
She talks from beyond the grave.
Yeah, that's what I hear, anyways.
So Sal is working on it now, connecting. Does we have an intro for him now, right? We have music that goes along with him.
I don't know. I had music. I mean, I don't even really remember. Where is it? Now I had to close. I had everything programmed in, and now
we had to reboot the entire thing.
We had to reboot everything.
But yes, in just a few moments we will be bringing on our good friend Madman Pondo to talk a little movies and find out what's going on in his world. But we got to give him an official entrance. We have music for him and everything. We have an intro for him. We take shit seriously here for our boy Pondo. So without further ado, it's time for Where in the World is Madman Pondo?
I'm at my house.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
All right, Madman Pondo, welcome to the show. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yeah. The biggest disappointment so far. I get in the movies for free, but I paid to see Sinister, and it did not impress me at all.
Tell us a little bit about the movie. Who's in that? What's it about?
Ethan Hawke's in there. And he finds some home movies. It's supposed to be the big thing this Halloween. Fuck that. This thing, it was like something that you could watch on the chiller station, Not the home movies were kind of cool, but when it got down to showing what happened, how they cut that shit, it just was not good to me. Frank and Weenie, I liked Frank and Weenie.
That's a kids movie, right? The new.
It's a Pondo movie.
Gotcha.
What else did I see? I saw Taken 2. I loved the first one, but I didn't think the second one held up all that well.
My question is, if he whooped their ass after they took his daughter the first time, why on earth would anyone want to take his family again?
Because he's in their country now.
Exactly. But you know how they are. You know how those fucking terrorists are. They think they can get away with anything. But I tell you what I have been watching that it took me 8 days to watch. I watched Breaking Bad. Did you guys ever see Breaking Bad?
I love that show, Pondo. Thank you for bringing it up. I am in season 4 now. It is the most incredible television show I've ever seen.
Who would have thought meth was so goddamn entertaining?
Absolutely.
People in Farmington Hills, New Mexico.
Oh, well, true that.
But seriously, how well written is that?
It is Breaking Bad. I'm at the end of season 4. Got somebody going to give me season 5, but I was totally entertained the whole time.
Absolutely. There was 2 different times where I literally had my hands on my head, like, I can't believe I'm seeing this. Oh my God! Like the end of season 2 with the plane crash and that whole thing that was unbelievable. And then the scene in season 4 when the guy slits the guy's throat in front of them. That was one of the most intense scenes I've ever seen on a television show everywhere.
Exactly. I used to watch The Shield, and I thought that kicked ass, but this one was even more intense as it went on.
There's the one movie that I want to talk.
What have you guys been up to? Anything cool?
All kinds of stuff. We've been trying to overcome technical difficulties on this fucking show. But one movie I do want to ask you about that I've been seeing some previews and reading a little bit about, and I'm wondering if your interest level is at the same place as mine, is this movie coming out, The Man with the Iron Fists. Have you seen anything about that?
I love Quentin Tarantino. Any Quentin Tarantino movie, I'll definitely sit down and watch.
It's written by the RZA from Wu-Tang Clan.
That's right. Well, I mean, Quentin Tarantino directed the damn thing. No.
Yeah, it was written by
anything Quentin Tarantino makes is worth watching.
That's true. Absolutely. Now, on a non-movie related thing we wanted to talk to you about, since the last time we talked, you got a chance to climb in the ring with a wrestling legend, Vader. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
It was one of the most impressive 4.5 minutes of my life.
that long, huh?
Yeah. Nah, he was a good guy. I mean, I already knew that I'm just fucking love scrub, and he didn't want to have much to do with me. But we did our best, and everybody seemed like they was pretty impressed at the end of the night. So, I mean, what can I say? I wrestled Vader, and I lived.
There you go. Now, what else is going on in the world of Man Pondo? What do you got coming up here as far as where can people see us coming up here soon?
IWA East Coast, we got Goldust coming in.
No shit.
Yeah. He's taking on Chance Profit. I'm taking on Ron Mathis. Let's see. I don't know. Nothing. I think I'm going to Mexico pretty soon. The Japan thing fell through.
They must have heard the show.
Yeah.
Goddamn guys at Noah.
Fucking Noah, yeah.
But I guess give us your movie pick. Give us one movie pick of something coming out here soon that you think everybody should go out and check out.
Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Okay.
I'm going to the midnight showing, but I'm a big Leatherface fan. I have all the horror movie characters. Leatherface is my favorite one. So
is this another recreation, or is it is this another Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or a retelling of it?
We've talked to Marilyn Burns, who was Sally. We talked to John Dugan, who was Grandpa in the first one, and we talked to Ed Neal, who was the hitchhiker in the first one. All three of them say it is a continuance from the first movie.
Gotcha.
That you act like 2, 3, and God forbid fucking 4 was never made. And you go from the first movie to this movie. But I've been watching previews, and I'm not too sure how they're going to pull it off that it's a continuance.
Gotcha. We're getting a lot of feedback on your phone here, Pondo. I'm sorry about that. We just wanted to check in with you. We know that you're always watching movies, and we always want to make sure we catch what's coming out and know what's coming in. It's what about DVD releases? What should we be checking out DVD releases?
Before we go on to DVDs, I will say I went and watched Dread.
Okay, we talked about it the first time. Right.
Oh, did I already talk about that?
Well, you mentioned it. I don't know that you had gone and seen it. We talked about it, that you were going to see it. Now, what did you think?
Fucking awesome. Way better than Sylvester Stallone's. That slow-mo drug and the 3D mixed together. It's a fucking awesome movie.
3D is awesome, man. I like 3D.
Yeah, I do like the trend as well. We always like to check in with you, Pondo, and see what's going on in your world, see what's going on in the world of movies. We thank you for taking a little bit of time out here on this Tuesday night to chat with us, my man.
All right, guys. I'll keep watching movies. Just call me back.
All right, talk to you soon, man. Madman Pondo talking movies.
Crazy feedback.
Yeah, I had to bail on that.
Yeah,
had to make the executive decision. That wasn't us on that one.
It was fucking. I wonder if you hear it on the playback. I didn't listen to his interview on the playback last time.
I don't know.
So I can't tell you.
But yeah, I guess we'll find out. I can't imagine that you don't. It sounds like there's like crickets and sirens.
Well, we're only 11 minutes into this show.
Or cricket sirens.
It seems like we've been here for a couple hours.
Right.
So.
Yeah, go back and check out part 1 of this show.
Yeah, 11.5 try again was good.
Right.
But 11.5.5 again is going to hopefully be better. I don't know how, but
man, once one fuck up happens, we just fucking rail.
You know what it is? It's I listen to talk radio.
Mm-hmm.
Die by it almost. And if something like this, if I'm the listener, I've already tuned out.
Right.
So that's what I'm feeling is that people aren't even listening. That's the main problem in my mind right now. So,
right. But I guess one story I wanted to bring up to you that I saw, and we always like to goof on God. It's kind of our pastime.
No.
Yes. So it's always funny to me how people bring up God into situations when it's so absurd that it doesn't even make sense. So I wanted to read you this story that I wrote.
By the way, we have one listener, and I think it's just me that punched back in.
I'm sure, right. So what I wanted to read you is story. The headline is Minnesota woman finds diamond ring lost in corn kernel pit. Okay. Sounds like an interesting story. I was like, all right, I'm interested. So
we did talk about this.
Off the air.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was on the air.
No. Did we talk about this?
We may have. It doesn't matter. We didn't read the official story.
Yeah, no one's listening. So
right.
But yes. So apparently, there's this thing like these festivals, these fall festivals, the pumpkin patch, the whole deal, right? Well, one of the gimmicks that this pumpkin patch has,
every one of them has, not this one.
Okay, I've never been to one. Okay,
yeah,
they have these giant pits of corn kernels, right?
And the kids crawl in it and shit.
It's like a sandbox. It's like the balls.
It's just like a sandbox with big kernels,
right? And I guess one of the signs that they post up there is if you have any rings on, to take them off before you go in, because what happens is, I guess we'll explain it. There's starch, something that on the corn kernels that actually shrinks your hands,
right,
and it makes it easy to fall off. And God helped this lady out in finding her ring.
Good thing he's ignoring the wars and just these corporations raping and pillaging us,
right?
But he's helping her find her wedding
Absolutely.
ring. It's great.
Carolyn Miller, 33, of Fridley, Minnesota, lost her newly upgraded wedding ring on September 29th. Miller and her husband, John, 30, along with their 3 children, were visiting the Twin Cities Corn Maze in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, for the annual fall family outing. She was playing with her children in one of the maze's most popular attractions, the Corn Pit, a 60 by 60 foot pool of corn kernels, when all of a sudden she looked down and noticed her diamond ring had vanished from her finger.
Oh, no.
Dun, dun, dun. And so... right before the ring sunk into the 3-foot deep pool of corn kernels, her husband had warned her to be careful with her new diamond.
Hey, bitch, take the ring off.
Right.
I just spent some money on that. Take it off.
Right. Don't lose that shit. That was probably more of what the conversation was, right?
Agreed.
So Bert Bowen, the farm's owner, says, don't worry. This is something that happens all the time at these things. And he says they actually... they have an 80% success rate of finding the ring after it falls off.
Maybe with a metal detector, got to be.
I would imagine they have all kinds of